Hello everyone, I am Günay Nağıyeva from Nağıyeva State University. I have been teaching English at this university for almost 5 years, and today my topic will be about IELTS. So the name of my lesson is Introduction to IELTS. And as you know, IELTS is very popular exam in the world, and the opening of this abbreviation is International English Language Testing System, and every year millions of people take this exam for different purposes. And there you can see 5 various purposes that people take their IELTS exam. The first one is education opportunities. More people take an IELTS exam for their continuing their education abroad, and for that IELTS exam you should choose academic one, and I'll explain them in the next slides. The second one will be migration and work. For this IELTS you can take general IELTS, which is not as difficult as academic one, and then standardized measurement. Here many people take IELTS exam to make sure that they can learn English, they can understand, teach, and also other purposes. Then the next one will be global mobility. Global mobility is very important because if you learn English and if you can speak or express your ideas, it means that you know this language, and the English is the key to the world. So for that reason you just develop your all ideas in English. Then the last but not least, personal development. People sometimes take their IELTS exam not only for academic purposes or moving to another country, just they try to prove their English language level, and that is why they take an IELTS exam, for just sure what is their level in English. Then in the next slide I wanted to give all the scores here, which is shown in score table. Now you can see these mark scores from 0 to 9. Of course it is developed by from 1 to 9, and here 6, for example, is a competent user. It means that you can give effective commands, but you can also have frequent mistakes and misunderstanding, and so on. And what should you do to choose the right test? Firstly, you should know what is IELTS exactly. For example, IELTS is divided into 2 places: IELTS Academic and IELTS General Training. As I mentioned before, academic one is for universities, and their students take this exam for keep their studying in foreign countries. When it comes to IELTS General Training, individuals take this exam for work, migration, and other non-professional, non-academic purposes. And if you want to take an IELTS exam, you should know the format, and then you can use official preparation resources. There are a lot of materials in YouTube or Google, but you should ensure that which type of materials is important for your preparing your exam. Then you should practice each skill. There are 4 basic skills, which are listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Then you should give your time to take an IELTS exam. I mean, you have to give your time which is required during this exam. And then you can prepare your first IELTS exam. Then how can we teach students IELTS? Firstly, students should know their needs and they should focus academically. And for this reason, they should learn every skill simultaneously. And here, their target score is important. They have to know what score they want, what overall they want from this IELTS. And how can teachers, teach the test format? Of course, we must teach students every skill one by one, and also explain timing, question types, and scoring criteria. And there, how can we develop their skills? The first skill is listening. For developing, improving skill, students or other IELTS test takers have to listen more, at least 1 hour a day. Then reading, teachers should teach their students skimming and skipping. Then writing, when it comes to writing, they should practice task 1 and task 2 at the same time. And then the last one, which is speaking, they should conduct mock interviews, encourage fluency, and of course reduce hesitation. Now it is given here classroom activities, assessment and feedback, and motivation and support. For example, how can teachers teach their students IELTS effectively? For example, group discussions, role plays, then vocabulary building are very essential for IELTS. Then when it comes to assessment and feedback, instructors are able to prepare mini tests to measure their students' level. Then motivation is very important. As you know, preparing for IELTS is a long journey. For that reason, students shouldn't lose their motivation during their studies. That is why they should know that IELTS is not only a test, but it is the gateway to global opportunities. And here I wanted to recommend some books that you can prepare for IELTS. The first one and the most effective one is the official Cambridge Guide to IELTS. Then Cambridge IELTS series are also significant for preparation of IELTS. Then Barron's IELTS Superbag and official IELTS practice material. Then students, if they are focused on strategies, they can reach band 7 or plus. Then I want to share one fact with you that Azerbaijani candidates tend to achieve an overall average band score of around 5.5 and 6. It means that people in Azerbaijan have the knowledge, common knowledge about English, and their level is a competent user. However, when their speaking and writing are worse than their reading and listening, because when they speak they always hesitate, or when they write they don't paraphrase the given sentence, which I'll explain it in the next slide. Here there are common mistakes across all sections. The first reason why Azerbaijani students take or get a low score is poor time management. When they read, they try to read all reading passage, then they don't follow instructions. For example, in listening section, they always write more than 2 or 3 words, which is not required in the listening section. Then they have weak vocabulary range while speaking. They always use the same words. Sometimes they forget to use synonyms instead of using the same word again. And grammar errors are very common while writing section. And for example, grammar mistakes influence their writing more than 50%, and it lessens their score even to band 6. And when they speak, they also try to make use of memorized, rehearsed questions, and always examiner can detect these answers. That's why you should be spontaneous. Firstly, looking at details, let's focus on writing section mistakes. Here, as I said before, they always fail to paraphrase the question in task 1. And then, when it comes to speaking, they give short one-sentence answer instead of detailed information. And reading section mistakes, they try to read all the passage instead of skimming and scanning. Then listening section mistakes, they cannot predict the answers before listening, and they are always distracted by minor sounds during the test. So my recommendations are here for people who just started to prepare for IELTS. If their level is beginner, it only takes a year to prepare for this test. Then if you are intermediate level student, it only takes your 3 or 6 months with focused practice. And if you are B2 level or in short upper intermediate level, it will take your 6 or 12 weeks to prepare. And in the end, if you are advanced level student, it only takes your 4 or 8 weeks or just 2 months to prepare and get higher score. Then factors that affect duration, which are language foundation, study intensity, resources used, feedback, and general rule. And all of them, all the students need at least 2 or 3 months to prepare for IELTS with structured preparation to see noticeable improvement. And so IELTS is very worthwhile test, and I try to just introduce you some basic information about IELTS, and it is very lucky that we also have IELTS Center at Nakhchivan State University, and it has operated since 2022, and every year, even 3 or 4 times, IELTS tests are just held, and our teachers are involved, also including our students who they also want to take IELTS exam. I think, in my opinion, they will be very literate taking this IELTS exam, because it is not only a test, but also it is very good for our teachers to improve themselves every year. Thank you so much for your attention. I want to end my speaking here. See you later.